everybody, welcome back to the Cyberspace Virtual Reality YouTube channel. Very excited to have you here again. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button. We appreciate it.
Yep. Today we're going to be talking about 10 free games on the Oculus Quest 2 that are awesome. There's so many things you can do with the Quest 2, and even a lot that you can do without spending a dime, besides obviously buying the Quest 2. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so let's jump right in. Our first one that we want to talk about. This one isn't necessarily a game, and not all of these will be straight up games.
Yep.
But we're going to go out there and say that one of the best ones to do that's just a free experience on the Oculus Quest 2 is YouTube. YouTube is incredible. You can literally go into YouTube, watch your favorite YouTubers, your favorite channels, watch the Cyberspace VR on there with your Oculus Quest 2. Super cool. But the coolest thing about YouTube is that, first off, you can do it in your bed and lay down and put it up on the ceiling and chill and watch it as if it were an IMAX video. Or what was I gonna say after
the 360 videos?
Oh yeah, exactly. 360 videos.
Yeah.
You can. So firstly, you can watch it in your bed. Secondly, you can watch 360 videos. So
Yep.
a lot of people have recorded videos with a 360 camera, 360-degree camera, and you can go on a deep sea shark dive or something.
Yep.
Very cool. Very, very, very fun.
That technology is becoming more and more accessible, so more and more people are using it, and so therefore, using it in VR is more and more normal. So I would really recommend downloading YouTube and giving that a run.
Exactly. Our next one that we want to talk about is VR chat. If you're aware of VR at all, you've probably heard of VR chat. Maybe you've dabbled with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a little bit funky, to say the least.
Yeah.
But hey, getting social and meeting some randos out there that are playing on a little game is fun. It's cool. It's actually a very, very popular game.
Yep.
And if you want to get social, especially in a time like 2020 where you can't really be as social as you want to be, VR chat is a good way to do it.
Yeah, I'd really recommend it. Go check it out. It'll be a little jarring at first. You'll meet some people that are a little out there, but you'll also meet some really cool people. So give it a run. I mean, I've had conversations of all kinds in virtual VR chat and other games, so give it a try.
And our next one is Big Screen Beta. Sean, you want to give them a rundown of
Yeah,
what that
sure.
is?
So Big Screen Beta is a lot like VR chat, except it doesn't have like you can't change your avatar or anything, but you can watch video with people really easily. But mainly the thing that I love about it is you can rent 3D movies or go to like a theater. So you can like pay to get a ticket to a virtual theater and go and watch a 3D movie in virtual reality live. So like you have to be there at a certain time or whatever, or you can you can have either way, but that way you're in a theater with people and you can like mute other people if you don't want to hear them, or but you can talk to people in the theater, whatever you want to do. And it's a 3D movie. Like, I remember seeing Avatar, Blue People Avatar in theaters in 3D, and my mind was blown. And then you can do the same thing in virtual reality, and it's just 10 times better because you're not like using the glasses or anything. It's just there and it's 3D and it just feels so real. So it's just awesome.
And you can be in your bed and do it.
That
so
too.
That's pretty cool. The next one that we want to talk about is called Poker Space, or other poker games. There's a few free poker games on the Oculus Quest store that I was seeing, at least a couple.
Yep.
And if you love if you love poker, you want to get your poker game on with a VR headset, that's going to be a great option for you. It's going to be a really good one of the top free games for you if that is something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
If you don't like poker, if you don't gamble or anything like that, I mean, just disregard that.
Just ignore it.
There's a lot of other free games we're going to talk about.
Yep,
so.
and like that's one of those games like you just pretend you're losing lots of money, but you're not. So gambling can be dangerous, but with this, it's kind of in a safe space. So the next one that we want to talk about is Rec Room, and I've had so much fun in Rec Room. Right, Rec Room, and I think Big Screen Beta and VR Chat are all cross-platform, so you don't have to have VR to play them. You can just hop in them and play, and so you can like go watch a movie with somebody in VR, even if you just have a computer. Rec Room is especially fun. I went and played. I was like, the first time I hopped in it, I was like, oh, I'll just go play some Ultimate Frisbee, and I didn't know that it just automatically pairs you with someone. So it was just me and this one other guy from Canada. Never met him in real life, and we just played a game, a round of Ultimate Frisbee, or not Ultimate Frisbee, sorry. Frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf.
That's what I was looking for. And so it was just super cool. We just sat and talked about VR and stuff because we're both passionate about it, obviously. And so it's just such a cool experience to be able to go and meet people and play in like little games like ping pong or Ultimate Frisbee or paintball, whatever it may be. There's just so much to do, and it's just a blast.
Yeah. The next free game that we want to talk about is called Epic Roller Coasters. You talk about a cool experience in VR, something that VR really highlights and shines is things like roller coasters and experiences like that, where you can get your thrill on like crazy. So do you want to explain a little bit more about that?
It's just as if like you're going through a roller coaster. I mean, obviously your body's not moving, but
you still get the thrill.
It's still pretty cool, and it's kind of jarring, and it feels a little weird. And if you get motion sick, I'd recommend like staying away from this game. But it's great. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
And another one. This one's a little bit interesting. In our category here for top free games, we have demos, and there's a lot of really good demos for some like the best like paid VR games out there, like super hot. Beat Saber, you can just download the free version and do a demo, and it still gives you a good amount of content to have fun, especially if you're doing this for your kid and you just want your kid to have, you know, a little just taste of the game, and you don't necessarily want to buy it out right now. That's a really good option for you. You can get really a good access to some of the best games on the market because of demos. So look up some of them. Look up demos on the store. Super Hot's a great one we would recommend. Beat Saber, and then there's going to be much more, and it's a good way to get access to good games.
Yeah, there's tons of demos out there. Enough demos that you'll play for a few hours and then figure out what you like. So those are demos. One game that I really like to talk about, this is really, really cool, is actually Echo VR. Echo VR is the closest thing that you can really come to like a sport in VR, right? It is a sport. There's a scoring, there's teams. It's in zero gravity. It almost is like the Ender's Game idea, where it's kind of like, you know, you're in this globe and you're like, you know, protecting each other, whatever. But you're playing with like a disc that you throw to each other, and you're trying to get it through the enemy goalpost. So it's kind of this cool.
It's almost like a Rocket League.
Yeah, like a Rocket League, or like it's just a sport. You know, like there's no way around it. You're just playing a sport in virtual reality. So it's super cool.
It's sweet.
And it's unprecedented, right? We haven't had anything really like this before, and so go play and see how good you are, and maybe like one day way down the road we'll have teams playing this game, you know, like your high school's playing, you know, this weird zero gravity game. I don't know, it'd be cool. But go play that game. It's a blast.
Give that one a shot. One thing that we want to talk about as well is Trip, and this one, to my understanding, isn't necessarily a game, but it's a great free program experience that you can get on the Quest 2.
Right. It's just like a meditation app, basically. And there's a few of these out there, but it's for meditating and kind of like relaxing and whatever. If you're high, I would go do that one. That's why it's called Trip. No, I don't know. But like, that's just kind of like one of the cool things you can do with VR is you can go to these like kind of serene environments and kind of just have a little bit of separation from the world and kind of take a break. That's what I like about it.
Yeah. So this last one that we're going to talk about it's a little bit out there, and some people might laugh at this, but we wanted to throw it on the list.
Yeah.
This game, or experience more like it, is called Amaze. A maze, not a maze. Amaze. It's really it's interesting because it's like an interactive. How do you explain this game?
So if you ever when you were a kid and you got those books and it was like choose your own adventure, and it's like if you make this decision, turn to page 64. You know, it's kind of like that, but like a video. Almost. Yeah,
so for example, you can be sitting there at a dinner table with real people that was probably taken with a 360-degree camera, and maybe they'll pass you a plate of something. You can say, take it, or don't take it.
Yeah.
And the actor, depending on what you do, the story changes.
Right.
And there's a ton of different categories. Comedy, I think there's a horror one, all sorts of stuff.
It is important to note that some of these, like, there's like paid stuff and there's some free stuff to get you into it. So it is like... It is somewhat of a demo. It's a little bit bigger than a demo, but there's a lot of paid content. So if that kind of like is not what you're looking for, then just stay away from that one. But it's still cool. Kind of
very cool.
Kind of weird, but
a little weird, a little funky, a little quirky. But
yeah,
I think you'll like it if you do it, especially if you get a group of friends together and all sit down and go crazy on them.
Yep, absolutely.
The last two things, these are kind of bonuses that we wanted to throw out.
Yep.
Because Netflix and Amazon Prime are awesome and technically free apps on the Quest 2.
Right.
But you have to have the subscriptions already. And we're just assuming that a lot of people have them. So if you have a Netflix subscription, the Netflix app is free on the Quest 2, obviously. And it is phenomenal. Same with Amazon Prime. So.
Yep. I'd recommend it. I love it. That's one of my favorite things to do in virtual reality. So just give it a run, especially if you already have these subscriptions. So that's just kind of our little bonus at the end. So that's a total of 11 top free games in the Oculus Quest 2.
So yeah, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sure you have lots of opinions on what your favorite Quest games are, especially the free ones. So comment below what you think. I'm sure there's a ton we could have added to this list. I know there is, but we wanted to go out there and go a little bit off of what a lot of people are saying, because there's other videos out there about some other top free games, but we wanted to kind of make it a little bit different. And make it really applicable and give value to you as the viewer. So let us know below what you would have liked to see on the list, and maybe we can make a part 2 video later. Thank you so much for your time, though. Thanks for being here, and we appreciate you if you're a subscriber, and if you're just a viewer too. We still appreciate you.
Yeah, but stay tuned for some more awesome VR content, and we will see you next time.